Hello, folks. CLG here. I just found the only obituary I know of from my uncle, Joseph W0 Echo Tango W0KET. He belonged to this, it was an amateur radio missionary service. And I remember he was kind of, I don't know. I mean, he was a great uncle. God, that guy was awesome. I remember when he used to build houses. He used to build houses. Just what these guys did back in the day. I remember thinking it was one or two of the houses. It was always the same thing. He would, do everything. If he had people helping him, he helped them. But he would do all the drywall, the electrical, everything. It was unreal. And I remember he'd build the houses, live in the houses, and sell them. He did that a couple times to make a few bucks, but I remember he always had the first thing that could go in is the ham radio gear and a shotgun right next to the radio. It was out in the country. You thought, oh, just in case someone breaks in, they're not going to get to my radio or me. Or it's like, it was the funniest thing ever. I remember seeing that one time. He showed us the ham shack. There it was, the radio and a big old 12 gauge right by. That's all them guys thought. They're World War II guys. So here he is. Let's just go take a look at it. He was a great uncle. My dad was great too. Both of those guys influenced me in ham radio, but my Uncle Joe was really into it. And I think I, take a lot after him a lot. I think I kind of, I don't know, his spirit and what he did is in me. We were all raised Catholics. And of course, we all strayed from it. I sure did. I'm trying to go to midnight mass tonight with a buddy of mine. So, we had a good upbringing in our little Catholic deal there. But anyway, let's find him here. There's not much on here. He didn't leave a whole lot. Oh, where is it? I think I just went right past it. Here it is. W0KET died June 9th, 1994. Yeah, it says here, he died trying to rescue their dog. It was like, Joe, screw the dog. He was 73. And Nancy, his wife, she got a ham radio ticket. She got a ham radio. Her call was N0KMI. I don't know if she's still around. She was a really nice lady. But that's how he died. He always had a ham shack. He had this one in the basement of the house. I think what happened is a lamp or something fell over on a chair. The chair ignited, and then both he and his wife were out of the house. Then you remember the dog. He had this little dog, and he ran in to get the dog, and he was overwhelmed by smoke, and he wound up dying. He went in to rescue the dog, and wound up getting asphyxiated by smoke and died in a fire. It was insane, man. But I guess you love the dog, So that's the thing, W0KET. And I remember one thing about my Uncle Joe. I don't know why, but the thing I remember most about him is, here it is. It was a Kenwood TS520. He had the speaker, the VFO. He also had a Heathkit SB200 amplifier with this. And when I sat down and started turning the knobs, it was so freaking awesome. I remember it was so smooth, and God, it was awesome. I had that Swan 500 at the time, or I don't even know if I had that, but he goes, here, sit down, play around with it. And I was afraid to, because it was so awesome. That's what I remember. It sounded great. So anyway, enough of that. But so I think the one last radio, in respect for him, because I always wanted one of these. The whole thing, the radio, the VFO, and the speaker, and the MC50 mic, I think it is, because he had all that. This was his last, I think, purchase. He wanted a real nice radio. This is what he got. So this is what I'm going to be looking for. This will be probably the last HF radio that adds to my collection. Just no good reason except to remember my uncle by. And I remember going over there and to where he lived and getting on this radio. He let me go tune around on it. I think he let me have a QSO on there one time. But this thing's just a great rig. I've always liked these, and I don't know. There's probably better rigs out there. Probably shouldn't even be buying this, but anyway, that's my Uncle Joe W0KET, and he was awesome. See you later, folks.